Good morning, everybody. My name is Bhavik. I head the company called Medgami. Thank you, Dr. Garg, from Hall B, called here at Hall A. And my presentation is on artificial intelligence apps empowering you for medical publications. So quickly, before I start, Dr. Krishnamraju sir is here. Sir, namaste. Thank you so much for joining here. Let's begin. About us, we have 6,584 cardiologists on Medgami app. That's 97% of cardiologists in India on the app. We started our journey about 3 years ago. And this is my background, MIT Sloan Boston alumnus. The goal is to ensure that Indian research goes global and on the highest impact factor journals every hour. That's my goal with which we started off. All the presentation points that I mentioned here are personal. It doesn't represent any company that I belong to. So to begin with, from research findings to creating manuscripts, ensuring that the document is published and disseminated to a larger audience is a growing challenge nowadays. While this is a challenge, we all know that less than 10% of manuscripts that are submitted get published. And this is by none other than Dr. Ajit Mulasari. So what we initiated is an idea that can clinical cases come on an app which can be disseminated to cardiologists across the country, consultant physicians as well who practice cardiology, so on and so forth. So we know the various challenges that as clinicians face with demanding clinical schedules to limited access to research tools, publishing again not linked to practice growth. There are various technical barriers and a need for collaborative ecosystems. While we initiated through technology to solve most of these, fortunately today, every one of these challenges can now be addressed with cutting-edge AI tools and collaborative platforms, making publishing simpler, faster, and more accessible than ever before. So in the last 3 years on Medgami alone, we have 18,000 plus clinical cases with a very simple case template which users post clinical cases for, and it is with easy formatting, with collaborative tools and communities by senior specialists who post weekly cases on the app. While this is in India as Medgami, I decided to do a lot of research, pick the world's top 10 AI tools, which those who need snapshots may take, or the videos will also be available on Medgami app. So the first one is called Perplexity AI. Those who are using ChatGPT, the challenge in ChatGPT is it's a fabricated hallucination that gives you outcome with confidence, versus Perplexity AI powers your search with sift through dozens of links and relevant website links as well. So comparatively, Perplexity AI is free for all those who are Airtel users in India for the next 12 months. Here, you also get academic papers, news sources, and trusted websites. Great for case comparison and quick insights. Next, let's talk about citations. So Cite AI, where 1.3 billion citations with 2 billion references from over 187 million publications that are available. It also provides contrasting study. It also has filters with authors and journals from 1883 onwards. So Cite AI is where you could look at citations that could help you. It also has NLP, which also solves for inaccurate responses. Let's now talk about consensus, where if an AI-based content review companion is required, which searches through over 200 million research papers, uses NLP to find expert consensus across studies, especially useful for controversial or unclear clinical decisions. And for every query, it provides key insights with citations, opinions, and trends with study attributes. That's number 4, consensus. At number 5, if we want to look for evidences, evidence hunt is what uh, a platform that answers over 150,000 plus questions every month with scientific validation. It also filters using annotation legends such as PICO, also categorizes using medicine discipline, sorts with impact factor journals, and with the sample size. You could also add your own sources for comparison as well on Evidence Hunt. That's number 5. Number 6 is called Frontiers. It's an open access platform with 3.3 million authors, 11 million citations, and about 175 community journals on health and science. It has 7 steps checkpoints that include how from a manuscript to ensuring on the platforms such as Zotero's or Mendeley, a publication can be done. This is the latest among all. It's called Elicit, and it's interesting because it real-time generates a research paper through references, citations, and evidences. It has a database of over 125 million papers, which generates reports using a research design methodology, etiology, and intervention outcomes. You could also filter study types such as meta-analysis, systematic reviews, and so on. It also provides detailed report with main findings, including the limitations that are there. So once when you have these 6-7 tools, it is now important to have a group of colleagues, friends, fellows, so on and so forth, and a technology tool, which is a plugin called Zotero. It's a free reference manager that organizes all your sources in a single platform, which also integrates on Google Docs with one click. That as a platform will enable you to post on publications via Mendeley. It's a simplifying references with citations, and it already has 100 million publishers across articles with PDFs, and collaborative features are available. So these 10 as platforms will help us document it in a PDF format or in a generative format, which is HTML, which is an overlay with ideal journal-style formatting and equations. Turintin solves for plagiarism, and these are the latest AI tools where the goal is very simple, that if less than 5% of Indian doctors who put efforts versus about 30% in US, UK, these are the latest AI tools which can fasten our approach towards ensuring research-based publications are possible on the best of journals globally. So with Dr. Ajit Mulasari, we did couple of web series on Medgamy, who talks about how publishing should be done, can be done with research blueprint as well. So those who don't have Medgamy app as yet, my colleagues are there behind this hall. Please pick up the app where there are global news content specifically for cardiologists, including super specializations such as interventional cardiology. It has journal summaries of highest impact factor for free, including the full text articles of all the top impact factor journals. It also has CME videos from international societies such as ACC and so on. It also has content of various conferences, 58 conferences, including the faculty presentation videos for last 3 years, all 58 conferences, including the CSIs. It also has web series of various content material relevant to cardiology. Dr. Krishnamraju sir is here. Sir, namaste. Sir's web series also is here. He's a legend, we all know. And a very, very great conversation with sir that I have had never in my life. I've met a cardiologist like sir. Thank you so much for helping us put out to the world about the journey of Dr. Krishnamraju. And on the platform, we also have from ACC, ADA, all the global material from 2018 as well. Thank you so much to the organizing team for giving me this opportunity. Since I have few more minutes, and you could call me whenever the next speaker is ready, sir. Oh, great. So if practically I had to pick up a topic, right? I simply did this, how to assess stroke risk in AFib. I used Perplexity and see the result that comes in here. This should be interesting. I'll just take few seconds because the net was connected in the basement just to connect to the internet. I'll generate the citations, the research reports, so on and so forth within the next 2 minutes, including case studies that are necessary to come on the app. So it was supposed to be a master class, and I'm trying to do that here. Okay, cool, this works. Perplexity, the first app that I spoke about, it also has a free version. I just used the pro version. Now, prompting is another work required to be learned as a masterclass. I will not get into how to prompt on a AI tool, but what this does is it gives us related links and also a summary table, which if we look at ChatGPT wouldn't happen. And the content out here with the references you may vouch for will be true. That's on ChatGPT, that's on Perplexity versus ChatGPT. It also has a professional AI assistant which guides us as well as we train it better, which is part of Perplexity. Now, if I had to look at citations with assistant, search, or tables, and I just click on Go, it picks up all the 58 publications to the top 25 that were consulted, and it comes up with that specific phrase with the LIFO method, last in, first out, as a fact-checking answer to make sure, so on and so forth. So if I had a clinical case with this, it further drills down into references and the strategies that come by. With the PDF and the dashboard, with all the citations that you see on the right side. Again, consensus is where the research starts, where when I clicked on the same topic, it gives me other options as well. While I may want to use the filter, so on and so forth, I just say yes for us to have a quick view of it. And it provides results which I could download. I could use it in Zotero or Mendeley and take it forward, right? So it gives risk scores to various other advances beyond clinical sources. With conclusion, I could export it. I could also use it for various other references with the other websites as well. This was interesting, called Evidence Hunt. When I put the same topic, it selected both NICE guidelines, NIC guidelines, and also PubMed, and I just say OK. It gives references with all the links and the highlights that are necessary. Further, I could use this to filter it out in terms of search and so on. In my presentation, I spoke about the PICO method or the category, and the results will be accordingly put here. Same topic, which are the 7 journals, Frontiers in Stoke. This is open access, so it does give all the details required there. Best for beginners. This is the most interesting one which I spoke about, is Elicit. It's generating the title, and it does almost all the activities that we would really want from a paper to an abstract summary and so on. I could add few steps as well, including the main findings, pick that finding, add it as part of the paper, and various other steps that are needed to generate a research paper. I could create alerts whenever on my paper there's something that's coming out, and also the sources that are there here with a further enhancement if I wish to upgrade as well. The last two are Zoteros, like a group of colleagues who may want to do a joint publication, use Zotero, where you could collaborate with a single click, organize, and use a certain style for publication. Post this, Mendeley, where the same topic, if has been already referred to, and from here is where on the publication our research could go. So this is where we in today's world are able to use certain AI tools for publication and research. Thank you so much.